Hello everybody and welcome back to a new Nerdy Roll companion app review. Today I want to show you Sheriff of Nottingham, the companion app to the game that we reviewed just a couple of days ago, and although the whole review is in German, I thought it might be nice to do the companion app review in German and English as we did the last times as well with, for example, the Crossroads companion app for Dead of Winter. What you can do with this app is, as we go to the top right corner and click settings, we find audio on, ambient background volume, and random comments. So what you can do is you have some ambient background noises from the marketplace, like chickens and people murmuring and talking and running around. And then you have random comments from the people who are actually in the game. So you choose your character, obviously. 3 to 5 players are, well, necessary, and whichever you choose gets a little pack of possible comments they can just throw in within the inspection phase. And here you can choose the comment frequency, which is occasional every 30 seconds, or often every 10 seconds, and infrequent every 60 seconds. Depending also on how much time you allow within the inspection phase, for what you get, or for which you get a timer. Exactly. So as we start the game, you see game options and a round timer that says 2 minutes, and you can go in 1 minute intervals up to 15 minutes, which is quite long, I think. Maybe if you want, you can go between 2 and 5, but I really think you shouldn't do more than 5 minutes, because that just extends the game way too far. Now you have to choose the players, for which we have, as always, the baker, the blacksmith, the hunter, the cheese dealer, and the silk dealer. Very seductive. And as soon as you enter names, the app actually saves them. So for future games, you already have your usual names written down here, which is Nerd, obviously Jay, and Roti, bread, for our baker, and then the blacksmith, which should be Nerd, and the hunter, which is Jay in our case. So you have 5 players, we only play with 3 today, and we click on Begin. And now we see the 2-minute timer that we set up in the settings, and we can simply press play as we are the sheriff. So the app is free for iOS and Android, which means everyone in your board game group should probably use it, which makes simply the best gaming experience in my opinion. And then you press play when you are the sheriff, and the door opens. Begin the inspections, exactly, that's the little comment you get, and then the marketplace is open for everyone, and the people start murmuring and talking to you, and you have to persuade the sheriff that you obviously didn't lie when you said, well, I brought 5 chickens. And true story, you actually brought 3 cheese and 2 bread. So well done there if you get through that. You can pause and stop the timer, obviously, and you can go and click continue. There is no real round going on, so you can't click continue now. You have to go back to play your next round of being the sheriff. But what you get here is the scoring board, and here you have the score for Brody, or maybe for Nerd, and for Jay. So what you can do is you can keep track of all the legal goods that you've seen being brought to market within the game. You have, maybe Jay had 3 apples so far, and here in the top left corner of the apple cart you immediately see, well, right now he has 26 gold, which comes from the fact that he by now is the king of apples. So he has, at the end of the game, the most apples. But what we can do is we go back to Nerd, and Nerd actually had 4 apples. So here you see, as long as he only has 2 or 3, 1 or 2, he gets the red badge, which means you're queen and you don't get as much gold. Or here you see that, so that's 21 gold and 28 for being the only king in town. And now as we go back to 2, he's only the queen, so he loses another 7 gold. So that's how you do all your scoring. The app does it for you, which is really convenient. And you can immediately see, at least for the legal goods obviously, who is the current king or queen. I didn't really explain that or state that in the German review, but I hope everyone saw that in the on-screen tutorial as well. So, although for you, you obviously know which kind of contraband you have, so you can put that down as well. We have 1 Gouda cheese and 1 golden apples. You have your royal goods in here as well, and you can also track your money that you get for example, being inspected by saying the truth. So the sheriff has to pay you money for not believing in you, and you can put that down as well. He owed you 20 gold for whatever. So that's how you keep track of all your money. Done scoring all players. And we click that and say, ready to see the winner? Of course. And there we go. And the winner is...
Impressive scores there.
Quite obviously, the baker won the game, so that's pretty much everything the app can do for you. Unfortunately, I just realized I didn't really show that feature, so to say, the end of the game in the German review. So yeah, I sort of missed out on that. But like I said, that's what the app can do for you. You can get your fun pack for €2, or I think it's $3 in the States, to get more comments, especially those naughty comments we saw and can activate here in the settings. So it's 70, I think. You can just click on here and then it opens up, ready to add more goodies to your copy of Sheriff of Nottingham from Arcane Wonders, obviously. You get a sound browser and more game statistics, so if you play it frequently you can just look up your statistics. Don't really feel that as being necessary, but your choice. €2 as an in-app purchase, and then you also unlock, as you can see on the screen, the statistics. We have rules, obviously, which only leads you to Safari or Chrome or whatever, so it opens up a page in your browser. And you have the usual links at the bottom, stated by the logo. So you have Arcane Wonders as the homepage, Facebook and Twitter, self-explaining, and the Dice Tower Essentials logo, because Sheriff of Nottingham actually is the first game from the Dice Tower Essentials line that got a companion app. Good to know. And with that, I want to say thanks again already for watching. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. And of course, as always, be sure to check back in. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. And I hope to see you next time here at Nerdy Roll with another how to play or gameplay review from one of our beloved board games.